Hello and welcome to May 21st, where we're reading 2 Samuel 18 and 19. Now, all the court intrigue is continuing on. Absalom has received advice from Ahithophel and ignored it. Ahithophel speaks as if he's the oracles of God, apparently, and yet for some reason Absalom says, no, his advice is not good this time, and he moves on, he goes somewhere else. Ahithophel kills himself. Now Absalom has no good advice. All he's following is advice from Hushai, who is David's man on the inside. And David's man eventually gets Absalom to go out to war. Now, Absalom goes to fight David's army. Absalom loses because David's an excellent military general, and David has a lot more power on his side than Absalom does. It is a foolish idea for Absalom to go fight, but he has to try and, fully capture the throne. He can't. He's defeated, and so he runs away. And David has given these orders, you better spare Absalom. You better make sure he's all right in chapter 18. Well, Joab, David's military commander, is not prone to adhering to the advice of the king. He's prone to doing whatever he sees as best for David and the kingdom, even if David doesn't want it to happen. And so when he hears that Absalom has run away and is caught up in a tree, Joab says, did you kill him? No, you didn't. You left him alive? I'm going to settle this. And he goes and kills Absalom. He then tells David about it. David is very, very sorrowful at the end of the chapter, but it was better for the kingdom that Absalom be dead and that kingdom not be divided, as it were. Now, in chapter 19, of course, David continues to mourn. He continues to be sorrowful about this. He won a great victory. He is restored to the kingship, and yet his entire time he's saying, I wish I was dead instead of my son. I wish somebody else were king. And Joab says, look, if you say you wish someone else was king, someone else is going to come and be king. Do you want the throne God has given you or not? Do you want to be in charge like God has told you to be or not? You need to just shut up and work. You need to be content with what you have. Sorry your son died. Mourn him later. You've got more important things to do. And so David turns around and he solidifies his position. David becomes the king. He enters back into Jerusalem, and he is once again enthroned and in charge of the people. He has restored the throne of David. He has been restored to his kingdom, but he's not very happy about it, about the circumstances under which it has happened. God promised violence to David's house in chapter 12, after David sinned with Bathsheba in chapter 11. And here you have a rape and then a murder and then an insurrection. And now a second one of his sons is dead. And this is not the only violence that you're going to see as you keep going through this section. I told you this was not a happy week. I told you there were a lot of bad decisions being made. And here you have it. We'll see you tomorrow, May 22nd, where we're reading 2 Samuel 20 and 21.